Yo, what's up? It's DNA for sure, and this video is about entitlement and why it's so important and how it could be dangerous. My lighting is, I'm not a fucking director, I'm not a movie producer, so I didn't know how the sunlight would look, but anyway, entitlement comes from it comes from the ego. It comes from something that could be there or could not be there. But a lot of people associate feeling entitled to being spoiled, and I'm not very spoiled, I wouldn't say. I was spoiled as a child, and that was something that was very natural. And I grew up on both sides as far as the more impoverished areas and some of the richer suburbs that people will never fucking see. Hopefully they will. But my dad really, he's from Harvey, Illinois. He grew up there up until he was 20 years old. In and out of Harvey and Inglewood, back and forth, and went to school. I think he went to school somewhere in like a nicey place in the South Side. I'm not exactly sure what high school he went to, but he really tried to suppress my sense of entitlement and knock that out of me, which was humbling in some ways, but it could have been harmful. It really wasn't. He didn't understand why I felt so entitled. You know, as a child, my mom worked at Toys R Us, so I always had the newest shit and was entertained and fucking really didn't understand where I lived and why certain things were going down. But I'm not trying to say that all people from the hood are like this, but a lot of people from the hood don't have a real strong sense of identity when it comes to being entitled. And entitlement, in a lot of cases, has to be stronger than your confidence, and it feeds one. You know, the ego can be totally destroyed, but that comes from a false sense of a right to survive. If you don't feel, a lot of people that I met when I was younger, you know, they'll say I'm not shit. They were referring to themselves. They were saying I'm not shit, I'm nobody, I'm just like everybody else, you know, people do what the fuck I do every day, I'm nothing special. And that came from a sense of entitlement, of them not having the opportunities and the luxuries to be spoiled when they really didn't need the things that they wanted and needed that to be able to survive a little bit easier. Me feeling like I should have something that I really didn't work for is a lot of the reasons why I attract the positive things in my life that I attract. And that could be a bad thing, but it works for me in a lot of situations that I encounter. If we're going into it on an evolutionary level. If you don't have a set of personality traits or physical traits, if you feel like you're ugly or your society says that you're ugly, you don't have the physical traits that makes you beautiful and desirable. If you feel like, look, I deserve a 10. I deserve nice stuff, even though I don't have the best education or enough experience in the workplace, in the workforce. If you feel like you deserve it for no reason, just because you're here, just because you're the shit, just because you know your own potentials, or you know that you have enough potential to really leave some fucking footprints here, that will get you a lot further than knowing that you have the experience, you've done it. That gives you a sense of entitlement also. But if you're like me and you feel like you're just weird and this and I don't feel like I should settle at all times. But if you feel like you're just have these personality traits that are undesirable, and you do things because you get what you, it goes back to that. You don't get what you deserve in life. You don't get what you want in life. You don't get what you need in life. You get what you feel in life. That's what comes to you. It's a lot of people, a lot of the times I just felt like I was so fucking sexy. I was so attractive. I was so this and this. And of course I didn't have the skills and personality traits and social skills to be able to execute and get some of these things, even though, I felt like I was really knowledgeable and really intelligent, and I just didn't have everything in my arsenal to obtain these things and maintain these things. But the fact that I was entitled enough to even be able to see what was on the other side and see the possibilities, that does a lot for you. You walk down the street, you see some fat dude, you see some fucking ugly dude, you see some Welvin the Great type looking nigga, these nuts guy. And they're walking down the street with a 10 or with some chick that you don't feel like you could pull, or you don't feel like that you deserve. They got that because they had some sense of entitlement. And confidence has a lot to do with it, but it's the figure eight. It's infinite. One feeds the other. If you have the confidence and the self-esteem and the know-how to be able to attract and to maintain what you feel like you're entitled to, that's the formula. If you don't think you deserve what you want at its deepest level, you're not gonna get it, and you don't deserve it. In our reality, no matter how qualified you are, it's a lot of people who can't handle $1 million, but they feel like they deserve it for no fucking reason. It's a lot of people that's on the other side of that coin, who feel like they're shitty and they're so this and they're so that, but everybody knows that they can handle having millions of dollars or billions of dollars, and they don't get it because they don't feel entitled. They don't feel like they have the right to fucking chase that dream and to pursue that lifestyle. If you don't feel like you have the right to be happy, then you're not gonna be happy completely. If you don't feel like you have the right to be certified or have a degree, you don't have the right to go to college because you're from here, and because there's so many things about this world that you need to learn. So many people can barely, I'm a freelance writer, I write college essays. So many people feel like they're entitled to things so much, but they can't even write a fucking simple 250-page essay that takes me literally 10 to 15 minutes. People that have, there's nothing wrong with having learning disorders, but a lot of people let that shit get in their way, and they don't feel entitled to fucking have a degree and to be able to practice in some of these fields because they let their learning disorders be that barrier that makes them feel less entitled than they really should feel. So many abusive relationships. They don't love these people. They just only feel entitled to a certain quality of person. And that's what they get. You get what you feel in life, not what you want, not what you need. You don't get what you need in life. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you're entitled to. You get what you feel, not think. You get what you feel in life. That's what comes to you. Have some more entitlement. feel like you deserve some shit that in all actuality you didn't work for and you don't deserve. But as long as you feel like you deserve it, as long as you feel like you're the shit so much that you should be having sex with fucking models and the baddest strippers and having all this money, even if you didn't work for it, and when you actually do work for this shit, it's gonna be a lot better than you expected it to be. Because the emotion's there, the plan is there, and when the emotion's there, you're gonna automatically take the action that needs to be taken. You're gonna have the knowledge, and you're gonna surround yourself with the energies that come from your mind. You're gonna project that into reality. It's gonna come back to you. That's called magic. Be entitled, balance it with your confidence, and make that magic. It's DNA for sure. Peace.